Ba-dum-bum-bum. It's your boy Big Vern. It's the bottom of the hour. Y'all rocking with the best. I know, that's why y'all here. Before we get into it, we're gonna hit you with a rap break. Y'all know how we do. Give me a beat. Ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum-bum. It's your boy Big Vern coming to you from the Absolute Studios with a new rap album we promoting this month. Nick Grant, I Took It Personal. In stores now. Get it where you legally consume music. Whether it's Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the LP is Let It Rain, Read Your Contract, Big Timers, The Ritual, Back Home, Product Dealer, User. Man, that song right there, that's one of them ones. I was listening to it like, who the hell is Nick Grant? Homie got bars, homie got metaphors, deliveries, double entendres. Yo, what you looking for? He got it. Something to say, that's another good one. And it ain't personal. Yeah, Nick Grant is playing no games. I Took It Personal by Nick Grant. In stores now. Shout out to Nick Grant doing his thing. Make sure you go get the LP. I Took It Personal. Yeah, I thought it was dope. So, not gonna hold you. We're just gonna jump into this. Is Cincinnati in trouble in the AFC North? And I asked this question because they got a lot of funny money going on in Cincinnati. Now, what stands out? Joe Burrow, he's got a 5-year contract, $275 million. His average annual salary is $55 million. The deal includes $219 million of that is guaranteed. Jamar Chase, 4 years, $161 million. And his annual salary is $40 million. The contract includes 112 of that 116 is guaranteed. What? T. Higgins, 4 years, $115 million. His deal includes $40 million of that guaranteed. And he got a signing bonus of $30 million. How much money is in Cincinnati? I'm just like, that's not even a major market to be inking deals like this. And then if you hear these numbers, they say that Cincinnati is under the cap. Again, you had 3 guys making well over $300 million. And I'm sitting there saying to myself, some of this has to be funny money. Some of this has to be funny money. Because I just read you 3 contracts of those guys. And if you look at somebody like Samaj P. Ryan, his contract, he got a 2-year contract making $3 million, but he got a guarantee of $40,000. Come on, man. That's some little buddy shit, bro. Who done negotiated that contract? Bro, you got a deal for $40,000. Your agent is going to take about 20-25% of that, bro. They got you out here catching CTE for McDonald money, B. Oh, my goodness. I mean, you can look at, Cincinnati, their wide receiver room is elite. No way around it. T. Higgins, 73 grabs, 911 yards, 10 touchdowns. Jamar Chase, 127 grabs, 1,798 yards, and 17 touchdowns. Adriel Loisvas, 36 grabs, 479 yards, 6 touchdowns. This is, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the best wide receiver rooms in all of pro football. This is beyond elite. They have 2 game changers and a young up-and-comer on the squad who can not only get open, but can get those yards after the catch, which is impressive to me. I'm not a Bengals fan. I'm not. I call them the Bungles. You all know how I terrorize the Queen City on here. However, I'm not a hater either. Now, you go from the good to the ugly because the running back room, oh my goodness. Chase Brown, 229 touches, 990 yards, 7 touchdowns. That's not bad. But when you can only beat the worst teams in the NFL, it's not good. It's not good. And so you got to get him some help. Insert Samaje Perine. No disrespect. Come on, man. No disrespect to that, bro. But they gave you 40 racks in a signing bonus that your agent got 20% of that. Fam, you out here for McDonald's money. You just got good seats, but you out here playing on CTE and McDonald's money. This is crazy. We could go get your money tonight, because that's disrespectful. Samaje, look, get in the comments, Samaje, because we can go get your money tonight. We can ride on them. I'll be with you, bro. Riding shotgun. Hold on. Wait, there's some more. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, but wait a minute. This dude won a Super Bowl. He didn't win a Super Bowl. He went to the Super Bowl with the Kansas City Chiefs. How y'all gonna give this man a $40,000 signing bonus? He's coming off the Super Bowl. Look at that stat line. 20 touches, 92 yards, 1 touchdown. What? He lined up and caught a few balls, 28 grabs for 322 yards and 1 touchdown. Man, I ain't doing this, man. But I ain't gonna front, Samaje. You was doing good to get that $40,000, bruh. If this is your production line, bro, you was doing good to get that 40 racks, because come on, man. I'm not gonna do this, man. Y'all got this man out here crashing out for McDonald's money, and the O-line is trash. He's out here catching CTE when he could go to McDonald's and be perfectly fine. Matter of fact, it's some managers at McDonald's that make more than Samaje Perine. Hell no. Man, look, let's get a rap break. Come on, man. Give me a record, bro. I can't do this. It's your boy Big Vern coming to you live from the App Stupid Studios. We got another rap album we pushing this month. J.I.D. GDLU, the Prelux EP, in stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the track is Behold and Lisa's. Wow, that whole track is crazy. And then New Better and Eminem and Animals Part 2. That is so bar heavy. It will blow your mind. I cannot wait for the new JID to drop, but I will take JDLU, the Prelux, right now, because it's probably one of the best projects this summer. Make sure you go get it. Yeah, shout out to JID. Make sure you go get the project. His real project's dropping in August, so yeah, I got my eyes glued for that one, because Clips comes out tomorrow. The Clips drop tomorrow. So yeah, hip hop head here. I don't know. That's how we get it in, man. So when we last left off on the other side of the content, we was laughing at Samaje Perine. But I'm down for you, homie. I'm down for you. But what did they get out of free agency? They signed linebacker Oren Burks to a 2-year, $5 million deal. They also signed veteran linebacker Joe Giles Harris to a 1-year contract. Additionally, the Bengals, they re-signed defensive end Joseph Asai, defensive tackle TJ Slayton, and the running back Samaje Perine. Samaje, I'm with you, bro. They also bought back cornerback Marco Wilson on a 1-year deal. That's not a huge acquisition in free agency. The only name you can make out is Samaje Perine. Man, look, I know it seems like I'm shitting on Samaje, but I'm not. I just find that I mean, it's been a while since I've seen a signing bonus for like $40,000, or that was guaranteed money. Like, wait a minute, this is crazy, man. But he can't block for himself. Let's just be real. Smart, if you want him to carry some of that load and lighten the load and be that 1-2 punch running back, he's got to have time to, hit the B gap or hit C gap or, be a northwest, east, south run. He's just got to have time. And that's a commodity they don't have. Because they're playing a dangerous game. One of the rookies that they drafted, they're playing with his money, and they're also playing with Hendrickson's money. And to this degree, Cincinnati is basically reverting to the Carson Palmer, Chad Ochocinco Johnson, and TJ Houshmandzadeh. They're going back to that. It looks like that when you look at what's out here and what's on paper. Now, the Bengals, they cut ties with the offensive lineman Alex Kappa, and that freed up $8 million in cap space. Why would they need to do that if they have all of this cap space? And I asked that question in the beginning. Because you've got three guys making well over $300 million. And now you're talking about we have all of this cap space. And salary cap, for a lot of you all who don't know, the salary cap isn't money that the team has. Is a forecast of revenues, what the team is going to make in the future. However, they're inking people to deals now. And when you get a signing bonus, that's all the money a team has at that time. So with T. Higgins got a $30 million signing bonus, you see why Samaje Perine only got $40,000. They just didn't have enough money left. And then when they start cutting guys that they signed to a 4-year deal in 2022 for $35 million, he got a $9 million signing bonus. He played for 2 years. They claimed that he got up to $20 million of that money, and then they cut him loose. They cut him loose because they didn't want to go ahead and pay him the remainder of his contract. And oddly enough, the money that they saved when they got out of the contract, that's resemblant to the money that they owed him. And that's what I mean by funny money. That's what I mean by funny money. You hear all of these numbers, but the people who just, when you start spouting numbers at people, they just kind of tune it out. But if you go and you really look at it and you look between the lines, you're like, wait a minute, why would anybody sign any deal like this? And since you have the dishonest media and people out there who say, oh, if you had to do my job, okay, cool. Well, now let's put you back in them shoes. You go to work and you've been working for your employer. They're paying you handsomely. And without cause, they look to go ahead and get rid of you because they don't want to pay you anymore. Yet they still owe you the money on your contract that you signed for. Now you're telling me you're not going to be upset about leaving that kind of money on the table when you got to pay bills, got to pay mortgages, car notes, kids' tuition. You see where I'm going with that? So if you're not going to get better in free agency, you better raid the draft. The draft has to make sense. First round, they took Shamar Stewart. He's the edge out of Texas A&M. Second round, they took Demetrius Knight Jr., the linebacker out of South Carolina. Third round, they took Dylan Fairchild, the guard out of Georgia. They took Barrett Carter, the linebacker from Clemson. Jalen Rivers, and he's the tackle from Miami. And then in the final pick, they took Taj Brooks, the running back from Texas Tech. I actually have no problem with Cincinnati in the draft because it was smart, it made sense, and it addressed the needs that they have right now in the present. And it was also them looking to build for the future. So I have no problem with the Cincinnati Bengals and what they have. Now, when it comes to the offensive line, They were dead in the water last year. One of the worst units in the NFL. 27th in pass blocking efficiency, which led to Joe Burrow running for his life. They allowed 220 pressures, which led to 30 sacks on 724 pass plays. The tackles struggled immensely. Orlando Brown Jr. and Amarius Sims couldn't protect a glass of cold water on a hot day, but they had help in being bad with Lucas Patrick and rookie Dylan Fairchild. They got to share in on some of this blame too. And I don't care who you have lined up at wide receiver and running back. If you can't block anybody, then it's all gonna go ahead and crumble. You can't keep Joe Burrow upright long enough to throw the ball downfield and make a play. I don't care how much money you pay these guys. It's not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. The offensive line was so bad. And I'll go ahead and drop a stat on some of you all that y'all might not know. But Burrow has taken the second most sacks since 2021. That's how disgusting the line was. You'd have to go almost 4 years back. That's how much punishment that guy took last year. So if it's bad on one end, it's got to be bad the other way. And I would be right. They were god-awful as well. Ranked 25th in the league. And the stat that blew my mind was the Bengals defensive line struggled to generate pressure on opposing quarterbacks, ranking 27th in the league in pressure rate without blitzing. It wasn't just a bad play here or there. They just didn't have the personnel to compete in the AFC North. The whole damn league, really, if you sit down there and look at it. Not to mention Sam Hubbard's retirement significantly impacted the unit, leaving a void at the edge. Knowing all of this, why would you dick around with Trey Hendrickson and rookie Shamar Stewart's contracts? These guys are hold-ins, and they aren't moving until they get paid. And this is who the Bengals are. They just can't get out of their own way. They can't get out of their own way. The offensive coordinator, Dan Pitcher, he served as an assistant quarterbacks coach in 2019 and is also charged with leading the team's game clock management efforts. He spent the 2018 season as an offensive assistant with a focus on QBs after serving as an offensive assistant with a focus on wide receivers in 2016, and prior to joining the Bengals, Pitcher spent 4 seasons in player roles and with the Indianapolis Colts. He served as a pro scout from 2014 to 2015 after working as a scout assistant from 2012 to 2013. Again, he's been around the league and he's been working his way up. I will never take shots at a guy who's paid his dues and he's done the work. And that's that. But the offense wasn't that bad. 9th in points scored, 5th in total touchdowns with 57. They were 10th in total yards per play, to mention 5th in touchdown drives. Here's why the percentages and the stat sheets can be misleading. They were 9-8, slightly better than the Colts and the Dolphins last year. They beat the Panthers, the Giants, the Raiders, the Cowboys, the Browns, the Broncos, and Steelers. They rested their starters. They secured, and that's with the Steelers, because the Steelers had secured a wild card spot. And so they rested their starters, and Cincinnati went out and won that game. But the only winning team that they had on that schedule that they beat was the Broncos. They absolutely could not beat the elite teams in the NFL. So I get it. You can be first in all of these categories, but if you can't beat anybody, if you can't beat the big teams, the creme de la creme, then you're just spinning your wheels. They played Cleveland in the opener. I got them winning that game. I got them beating the Jaguars on the 14th of September. I got them losing to the Vikings. I got them losing to the Broncos on the 29th. I got them losing to the Lions on October the 5th. The 12th of October, I got the Packers beating them. Now, I did give them the win against Pittsburgh on October the 16th. I just don't believe in Aaron Bartholomew Rodgers. So, sue me. The Jets, I have them winning that game. The Bears, I have them losing to the Bears. Then I'm going to play devil's advocate. I'm going to say they're going to lose on November the 16th to the Steelers. That is a precipitation of a bad mix because right after the Steelers, they get the Ravens, the Bills, and then the Ravens again. So you're looking at a potential 5 L's. They probably won't win a game from October the 26th, Halloween, till damn near Christmas. So at first glance, when I looked at this, I gave the Bengals a 6-10 record. I gave them a 6-10 record this year. But if I'm going to be fair, the mayor fair, I say they're going to be 8-8. I don't know. If you are a Bengals fan, who they? Yeah, get in the chat, man. You know the drill. Again, if you are listening to this pod, get in the comments. Let us know that we get it right. What did we leave out? This is Big Vern. We talk back. We'll be back. Top of the hour. This is your boy Big Vern.